Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I'm Em. I hope you are doing well. Today, I'm here, All American, Season 6, Episode 11. We're at the end, kind of this season. We're getting there. This was, I think now we have 4 episodes left. And not just of this season, of, Spencer's journey. At least, I think. I know I said last week because we got renewed, or we didn't know who was going to return because nothing was confirmed about the new generation, and we're getting a season 7, but it's not looking promising, and I really think it is the end of Spencer's story. And when it gets officially confirmed that it's done, Daniel's leaving and everyone else, I will cry so fucking hard, because I said I would still watch it as long as Jordala, Olivia, if they are in it, I'll watch it. But I don't think Michael's gonna be in it. I don't, because I think there was something today, or I don't know, somebody sent a question to him on Snapchat, because he's very active on Snapchat. I watch his stories on Snapchat a lot, and it's something about why aren't this cast coming back for season 7? Why is it new characters? And he didn't say anything about him coming back. He just said it's the end, the vision. He didn't say he's not coming back, but he didn't say he was coming back either. The way he said it and the way he worded it was it's done in this season's new generation. And it's I can't come to terms with it. Yes, I think this is a great season to end it, because the season has been strong. It's one of my favorites, and it's feels like final season, but just fucking end it. Don't bring a new cast. We don't give a fucking shit. I know so many people are gonna stop watching the show. Not so many, literally majority. I don't know if anyone of the old are gonna watch it, the old viewers, maybe a couple. It's we don't care. We love the show because of the characters, mainly the core 4. So it's you cannot do it without them. Specifically, you can't do it without Spencer, and they're most likely doing it. It's we don't know right now if anyone is returning, because we know Cody's gone. So Asher's this season, Asher is not going to be next season. Cody confirmed it a couple days ago. And I just thought maybe it was he was just one of the people who were going to leave, because not everyone was going to return. But then with what Michael said, and then just the stuff that's been coming out, it's not looking good. And of course, I'm not the biggest Asher fan, but I've said before, I've loved his character arc. It's been great, and I'm honestly happy they ended it we don't know how they ended his story, but I'm happy he's grown and he's stayed throughout this, and has had a great arc. So I actually like the guy now. But I'm sad because I love him and Jamie. I adore Jamie, and I wanted to see more of them next season. And at this rate, I don't even know if I'm gonna watch next season. It's the show isn't the show without Spencer. I don't care if you're gonna get a new All American. It's Spencer. The show is based off of Spencer. And the reason we love it is because of the ships, the core 4, the characters. You're gonna get rid of all of them. We've grown to love them so much. And the reason so many people are still watching the show is because of the ships. If it wasn't for them, they most likely wouldn't be watching it anymore. So it's I get they have a vision. Is it a good vision? No. But when the viewing goes down next season, they will see. It's I'm just waiting for the day that they announce that new generation and everyone's leaving. It's I thought Michael and Greta were coming back because they reposted, but then Michael, the way he just said it made it seem like he's not in it. And it's I don't know. I'm nervous. Because, like, yes, I think this was a great season to, like I said, to end it. Like, this is a good, like, technically final season for them. But it's just, I'm not mentally ready to say goodbye to them. Like, I want to cry thinking about it. And, like, when episode 15 airs, I'm going to be a disaster. It's like, no one talk to me for the rest of my life. Like, I'm just going to be such a mess. Because there are specific shows that I cannot think about ending. And there are some shows that have ended, but I still have not come to terms with it. And in my mind, it's still going on, and they're still coming back. And this is going to be one of them. Like, what do you mean I'm never getting Spilivia back? What do you mean Jordala's going to be gone? Like, Layla and Olivia, they're gone. Like, what do you think I'm supposed to do with myself? It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know, like, maybe they'll return in season 7, like, for a guest appearance. But, like, it just won't be the same. And, like, if they do return for a guest appearance, I will watch that episode. But, like, at this rate, I'm not watching season 7. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I think I've only seen one person say they were gonna watch season 7 if they do the New Generation thing, and it was just because of someone who is apparently gonna be in it, because she's pretty, which she is stunning, let me tell you that. Like, yeah, she's gorgeous. But I don't know if that's gonna, like, get me to watch it, you know? We'll have to see. I mean, if I watch it, I'll do episodes about it. And I think just time will tell. It's like when we get our answers about, like, really if no one's returning, and, like, in a couple months, around, I don't know when it's airing, just I know it's going to be in 2025. Whenever we get the trailer, if it looks decent, I'll consider it. But it's like, I'm just not into it, and I haven't really not connected with any of the characters yet, or fall in love with them, like the newer ones. And that might just be because I'm, like, just against this New Generation thing. But it's like, I want to, because, yeah, like, I'm, like, if I, like, fall in love with one, I will consider watching the show, or, like, the new season. But, like, this episode really was kind of leading up to it, and I think kind of introducing the new characters that are going to be mains next season. So we already got Dion, who is most likely going to be, from, like, the way they're doing everything. But we got, like, what's her name? Amina, Preacher's daughter, like the new actress is going to play her, which first of all, she's gorgeous, let me tell you that. Like, that was the person somebody was talking about on Twitter. But Preacher's daughter's 15. Like, where the fuck have I been? Like, I know we didn't get to see her almost at all in season 5, but, like, how old was she in season 4? I thought she was, like, 9. And it's been 3 years. Like, it's thrown me off a bit. Like, when we saw her, I thought she was just a new character. I was like, oh, hey, like, I see you. And then Preach started acting weird. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then she called, well, first of all, she called Spencer, Uncle Spencer, and I was just sitting there like, who the fuck are you? Like, what the hell? And then she called him Dad, and I was like, what? It's like, am I an idiot? Or was she, like, 9? I thought she was 9. Please tell me if I'm wrong, and if they ever, like, said what her age was, like, in previous seasons, because I want to know if anyone else was in my position, because I was so thrown off, literally the whole episode. Every time we fucking saw her, I was like, how the hell are you 15? Like, that just threw me off, which, like, here's the thing, I think it is kind of interesting that they'll have her be, like, one of the mains next season, most likely. I think that's nice, especially because Preach is most likely going to be around next season with, like, the way everything's going and what it's probably going to be. I think that's interesting, and I like that we have a character we kind of already know, but not really, because we really didn't know anything about her. She just popped up. You know what I mean? It's just, like, I'm intrigued by that, but, like, the other characters, it's like, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they're almost like, it's kind of gonna be Spencer, like, all-American, season 1, but with, like, newer characters. They're gonna probably reuse storylines, which, like, yeah, go for it. Like, I'm probably not gonna watch, so it doesn't matter. But it's like, if you want to keep viewing, like, your viewing high, which it's, like, yeah, it's not gonna be high. Like, the audience is gonna go down the drain. But if you want to, do something new. Like, yeah, it might be a bit different because if Dion's the main, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do because he doesn't play football anymore. But, like, it's like Dion and Khalil, I think that's his name. Khalil, like Spencer said to Dion, like, they reminded him of, like, him and Sean and their relationship and everything. And, like, if I agree, and, like, I get what they're, like, I get why they're doing that, but it's like, I don't want a repeat. Like, yeah, maybe it'll be different and Cleo won't die, but I still don't want, like, I want something new. It's everything, like, with Dion so far this season has been reminding me of Spencer and kind of parallels to that, which I do appreciate in some way because they're leading up to making him the main. But if that's how it's gonna keep, like, ongoing in the new season, I don't want it, you know? I just don't. Like, I think Dion's a good character. Like, I don't hate the guy. It's just I'm so against the new generation thing because I think when you're at the point that you have to do something like that, it's time to end it. Just like Glee, for example, because they did the new generation, and of course that was a bit better because the other characters were still mains. Like, not all of them, but like Santana, which love of my life, favorite character of all time, she was a main and became even bigger than she was in the other seasons, and so it was fine, and we got bangers, so I appreciated it. But I feel like it would have been better if they ended it after season 3 or maybe season 4. Even though New Generation was season 4, it wasn't as bad. But, you know, they had some of the old characters, so it was fine. This one, if they're getting rid of everyone besides, like, Preach, go for it. Like, no. Like, yeah, Preach has gotten better this season. I'm liking him more this season and his story, but we don't care for him. Just, like I said, if you're not gonna have Spencer, just throw it down the drain. Like, goodbye. Because it's like, this really is the end of Spencer, and so we should end the show with Spencer getting drafted. And of course he gets drafted next episode, but like, we should end it with him maybe moving to wherever he's gonna go with Olivia. Like, that's how the show should end completely, not just the season, completely, because he's not gonna be around. It's just like, oh my gosh. I just don't see the vision. To be honest, I don't think anyone sees the vision because I'm seeing no one talk about it on Twitter. That might be just because I follow Jordan and Bolivia people, so that's all they're talking about. But, like, I only saw one person bring up the new generation thing, and it was just about how pretty the actress who plays Amina is. Everything else, or if I've seen anything about it, it's negative because nobody wants it. Like, the characters aren't that bad, like, the ones we've got, like, introduced to, but, again, Khalil's reminding me of Sean. It's like he's in, like, deep with some gang stuff, we're not sure how deep he is, we don't really know that, but he's, like, going through some stuff right now, and doing some bad things, and, like, yeah, it's a bit different, because him and Dion have talked, and they're better now, and he apologized, and everything, but it's kind of reminding me of that, and it's just, I don't know, it's just like, yeah, I think Khalil maybe, like, would be an interesting character to get, like, more backstory about, and, like, maybe he's, like, gone through stuff, and that was why he was doing, like, making his bad decisions, and, like, him and Dion are gonna be, like, good now in, like, season 7, like, yeah, that might be interesting to see, but it's just, I just don't care. I don't think anyone cares. Like, I'm only intrigued by Amina, like I said. And I think them introducing Bryce and her, like, the couple, and they're apparently in love, that's kind of them introducing the couple for the new season, because of course All American, what everyone loves about it, not like only the football and the representation and like the story, because like yes, but it's the ships and the characters, but like a big part of it is the ships. And I like, of course they're gonna want to introduce like the new ship and like who they're gonna kind of make I don't know, they're just trying to make them a big deal and kind of make us like them. And like, here's the thing, I don't hate them. Like, yeah, they're kind of cute, but I felt like when she was talking to Layla about how she found her person and she should be happy that she found her person this early, and was saying like, you found your person as well and everything. Like, a lot of people don't find their person this early, and we should be happy, and people should be happy for us. It was like they were trying to make, like, parallel them with Jordala and kind of make us like them. Be like, oh, they're like Jordala. But, like, no. Like, I feel like if it started off as them as friends, and that's how, like, season 7 started, and then they built to getting them together, maybe it would be cute. But it's the fact that they kind of just hit us and they're like, they're together, they're the ship, like, enjoy it. It's like, no. The reason we love Bolivia so much is because of their growth and their slow burn and like their history together and them getting together. Same with Jordala, like they were friends first. They were like really good friends first, and then they've grown. Like, Bolivia best friends, like boyfriend and girlfriend, like that's their love story. Jordala, childhood friends to together, and that was like a whole journey, like second loves as well. It's like, for me, I like a love story that like has build, and like they build to it. I don't want them to get like be together right at the start. So, I don't know. I guess I'll have to see. Maybe, I feel like in the next few episodes, we might get more of them, or at least in the last 2, which, here's the thing, I kind of hope we don't. But I feel like because they're trying to get us to, like, get know more about them and probably like them more, which isn't working out in their favor, we'll probably see them. I don't think we'll see them next episode because it's the draft. I mean, maybe we will. And then episode 13 is Jordala's wedding. Oh my gosh. So we probably won't see them. I mean, here's the thing. We better not see them in episode 13. I'm sorry. Like, here's the thing. I don't hate them. I'm just so pissed off about the new generation thing. And I feel like it's not going to be good. It's not strong. And they're, like, kind of messing everything up. But, like, I don't hate them. But, also, I don't want them in episode 13, okay? Episode 13 is about Jordala. And also Spencer and Liv realizing they want to get married, you know, because I need that by the end of the season. So it's like, let me have my moment, because this episode is like, I enjoyed it, but it would have been so much better if we didn't have any of like their like the new generation shit, and we just had the couples. Like, yeah, they kind of helped with the couples in ways, but it's like, no, I don't like it. I wish we got the couples vacation. Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, in the synopsis, like, it said something about, like, they had an issue with their couple vacation and they couldn't do it. So, like, I knew they weren't, but it's like, I would have lived for them going to a nice tropical place. At least I think it's tropical. I don't know. I didn't look it up, and I don't really know where they were. I think somewhere in Mexico, maybe. But, like, I wanted them to, like, go out, have fun. I wanted Bolivia and Jordala and Jamie and Asher content, like, all of them together. That would have been so cute, like, my fave ships, because Coop and Patience weren't there. It's like, I was so excited, even though I knew we weren't going to get it. But it's like, I want to see them on a romantic getaway. Like, they haven't done that. Well, obviously, probably because budget stuff. But, it's like, I wanted to see that. Like, yeah, we got some good-ass content for our ships. But, it's like, I didn't appreciate it enough. I did. I appreciated it. But it's like, I was so, like, focused on, like, the new generation thing. Because I was just trying to, like, get, like, get into the new characters. Because the way they kind of were having, Spencer was with Dion, which like, that's been, like, a thing throughout the season. But then Jordan and Khalil, Layla and Amina, and then Olivia and Bryce, it was like they were kind of having them mentor them. And it was like, wait, not them passing the torch, but, like, them, I think that was a way of saying these are the new core 4. You know, or these are the new main 4 or something. That's how I read it. I might be wrong. Just like, it just pisses me off when I think of the new generation thing, because there's no fucking point. It's like, I don't know why I'm not surprised they're doing shit like this, because I remember reading something last year. Yeah, I think last year when season 5 was still airing, it was like around the mid-season, that they wanted, like, the showrunner, whoever, wanted 12 seasons. And I don't know why I didn't think about the fact that they were probably going to have to do this, because not everyone was going to want to return. And it might not be not everyone wants to return. It might be the fact that they just decided, okay, we're done. Like, with this, I want 12 seasons. Let's move on. Because, like, if we have, like, if they're going to do this, and then they're going to have 5 seasons, or 7, 6 seasons. Oh gosh, wait, I just thought about this. So, if they're actually going to do the 12 season thing and somehow they don't get canceled, it's going to be 6 seasons of this and 6 seasons of the new generation. Gosh, that's a lot. I don't know how I feel about that. It's like, obviously that's not going to happen, because they're for sure getting canceled after season 7. Like, if they don't, I'm going to be shocked. Unless, like, they're somehow still in it, like some of the original that we actually like, then, like, I'll kind of get them getting renewed, because we want more content from our ships. But if it's, like, all completely new people, it's like, we're done. I mean, we're already done. It's, to me, if no one returns, it basically got canceled. You know? Season 7 will not exist unless it looks decent and I decide to watch it for some reason. It's just like, oh my gosh. I'm just so, I mean, you can tell, I'm just pissed off. I just don't see the point. Like, when you have to do something like this, that just means you should cancel the show. Especially like this, because also the fact that this show initially was about that, that guy's life. I think his name is Spencer. I don't remember his last name. Like, it was about, or at least I think it was Spencer, his life, you know? It was a true story. And, yeah, eventually, like, it's not really now. And, like, the first few seasons or kind of were, but of course, they always added some drama. There was always something. But the main part, it was based off his life. And, like, yeah, it turned, and it's not really anymore, which is fine. And, like, because we've grown to love the characters and everything. But it's, like, it was started out as his life, so let's be done if we're done with Spencer, you know? It's like, what are they going to do now at the beginning? Inspired by a true story? Because it's not anymore, unless they're going to do everything they did with Spencer with a different character, which is, like, different things. Like, Dion's not playing football anymore. What are you going to do? It's like, is he going to go back? Because if he goes back, and if Dion's actually the main, and he has to go back to football, that's going to be so stupid, because he realized, like, he didn't want to do it. And, like, he had panic attacks. Like, he's grown to realize he doesn't want to play anymore. And that's, like, so hard to do at, like, a young age, to, like go against, like, what people taught you and, like, what you've been doing for so long. It's, like, it takes guts, and he did it. It's like, it's not like he's gonna go back. Unless he's not a main. I don't fucking know. I just want answers. Here's the thing, like, I don't care about New Generation, but I do want answers of how they're gonna do shit. Because I am intrigued. I just want to know how they're gonna do this. It's like, other than the fact that we kind of basically got introduced to our new Core 4, it's like, yeah, I didn't care about any of their scenes, but, like, I'm somewhat happy, like, this episode went the way it did, because we got some good ass content from, like, Jordela, Bolivia, like, everyone. Like, we were eating good. oh my gosh. Like, it was good. Like, Spencer going in to play that character. I don't remember what his name is because I really don't know anything about Romeo and Juliet besides it's a play. And then they not killed each other, they killed themselves. So, like, yeah. That's really all I know. So, I don't know who he played, but he played the person Khalil was supposed to play because he walked out. And got suspended because he walked out. They didn't really say that, confirm that or anything, but I assume he did. But, like, he really did the damn thing. They had Daniel acting his ass off this episode, and he was really going for it. Like during the play, he was doing incredible. Dion did great too. I'm proud of him because he was stressing. And then at the end, him like doing the it to Olivia, it's like not foreplaying, kind of actually. He was, at least she was just sitting there listening. But he had a good job. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it was, I don't know if it was hot. Like, I get why Olivia thought it was. But, I don't know. I thought it was funny because he was acting his ass off. Like, they really had Daniel doing the damn thing. They said, final season, you're gonna go in. And they are. I mean, he's doing a great job. I mean, one thing about Daniel is bro can act. Like, we've seen that. Like, we know he can do it. So, like, that's why I'm happy they kind of had him going at it, like, this episode. Because he did a good job. He did. I don't know why, though. I thought, like, at some point this episode, like, with them talking, or, like, Spencer and, like, helping Dion, and Liv helping Bryce, or whatever his name is, I think it's Bryce, and then, like, because she already sent in her book and everything, I thought we were gonna get a conversation about children, like, wanting children. I don't know why, I see it coming. I do, and, like, I'm down with it, especially because, like, we're not gonna really see them with the family, so I'm down with them talking about it. But I thought at the end of the episode, we were either gonna get, like, her saying something, like, about that, or, like, a marriage talk. Like, yeah, I know they don't want to do that right now because Jordala is getting married, but I'm expecting it in the next few episodes. I don't know why, because I think it's gonna end with not Jordala, it's Olivia getting engaged, which, like, I need 100%. I need to see them get married, though. The fact that we're most likely not gonna see them get married is really pissing me off. They better do, like, some sort of time jump, just so we see them get married. It's like, I need to see both of them get married. Like, I need to see both my ships get married. Like, let's go and have children. Like, we're not gonna see it because I think it canceled because of next season. So you might as well give it to me now. Like, Spolivia was everything this episode. They've been everything this season. It's like, that's why I'm pissed off about the new generation thing, but, like, I'm happy that it was a good season for Spolivia. Like, yeah, we had our issues here and there, mostly just, like, 2 episodes, or really just 2 episodes, but other than that, we've been solid. They've been great, and it just makes me so happy because we deserve it. After last season, like, imagine if this season is when they decided to do New Generation, and last season was our last season with them. Like, imagine. Like, I would have been so pissed off, I would have died. You know, like, we went through it, and it took so long for them to get together, and then we had angst, or, like, they were together, and we had some angst here and there, then they broke up for the whole fucking season, which was unnecessary. They should have gotten back together sooner. And then, like, finally, they're together, and, like, yes, like I said, a few issues, but that's what happens in relationships. But other than that, they've been solid, and it just shows how much they've grown. And oh my gosh, they're just so good. I need a proposal. I'm still not over the fact that I thought he was gonna propose to her in episode 100 when he was talking to her and they were in front of that thing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. Yeah, he asked her to move in, which was the next best thing, to be honest, and I'm thrilled about that. But I'm just mad we haven't seen them together, like, living together. Like, yeah, they were always together before then, like, this season. They were always, like, sleeping together and stuff. And, like, staying at each other's places. But it would have been nice, you know? I don't know. I just, because it's ending, like, their story's ending, I'm just desperate for as much as we can get. Because, like, this is it. This is it. So, it's like, give me something. Oh my gosh. I don't know, like, it's just the ships this season have been incredible. Like, Jordala this season, and just this episode, my gosh, they had me dying the whole fucking time. Like, I cannot believe they are getting married in 2 weeks. Like, you're joking. You're joking. Like, here's the thing. I had a feeling they were going to get married this season, and, like, we were going to see it. Like, I knew something was going to happen in the next few episodes to get her ready for that and, like, get her talking about it. But I didn't think it was going to be this soon. I thought it was going to be, like, the finale or episode 14. But then it makes sense because initially episode 13 was going to be the finale. But then they added 2 more. So it's like, it was going to end there. And I'm happy it didn't because that means we get to see Jordala married for, like, 2 episodes, which will be everything I ever needed, and I'm about to die just thinking about it. But it's like, I cannot believe we made it, because there was a point I did not think we were going to get their wedding, and then the synopsis came out a couple days ago. When I tell you, I screamed so loud when I saw the synopsis, and there was just chaos on Twitter, or at least on my feed, because I follow a ton of Jordala people, like, I'm friends with a lot of them. It was insane. Everyone was losing their shit, and to be honest, when I went on Twitter, I didn't, like, that, when I saw everything, I didn't see the synopsis yet. So it was just me, like, casually going online after, like, I took a nap, you know, as I do every single day. Like, one of my 3-hour naps, I, like, woke up, like, okay, let's see what's going on. Because I always think something's going to get announced when I'm taking a nap. So I always go on, like, social media after just to make sure, like for a minute, just to make sure everything's, like, good, nothing got announced, I didn't miss anything. And I went on there, and all I saw, like, on my feed was Jordala's getting married June 24th. Jordala, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I thought we just lost our minds, and we were just telling ourselves that because we were desperate. I thought we were idiots. I thought, because, like, here's the thing. I love the Jordala group. I love all of them. But sometimes we are idiots, and we're delusional, and we like to say things. So I thought we were just, like, manifesting. I thought we were delusional and just saying shit. And so I was like, okay, like, yeah, like, I'm hoping that too. But then I saw the synopsis, and I was like, you're shitting. Like, you're shitting me. Like, you're fucking joking. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I cannot believe it's happening. Like, I just can't. And, like, when I read it, I was wondering how they were going to do it, because I knew it had to be this episode, or maybe next, but I assumed it was going to have to be this episode that Layla decided she wanted to move up the wedding, because, of course, like, because of everything she'd been going through, like, Jordan said, or she said she needed to hit pause, Jordan said as long as you need, like, he's been incredible, and I liked how when he got the email about, like, the date that they have an opening and you can get it. I didn't like how he didn't tell her, but she knew, so it was fine. But I like how he was like, not like, oh my gosh, like, yes, let's do it. He, like, didn't, like, he was kind of thinking about it, and like he said to Spencer, like, she said he wanted to wait. He said he however long, and he didn't want to rush her, make her feel stressed, especially with everything she's gone through the last few months, or past few months, this season. Like, he just didn't want to stress her out. He wants her to, like, take her time, work on herself, and I like how he was able to talk to Spencer about it, and same with Layla talking to Liv, like, how she said, like, she didn't want to really not freak him out, but worry him because of how, like, her mental health, like, her meds, like, started weaning off her meds, was stressed, like everything with patients and the lounge and all that, And then, like, a few episodes ago, her springing on the wedding, like, surprise wedding, and then, like, saying she needs to take a step back and, like, needs time. Or at least Jordan says that, but she also needs time as well. She said that. And then, like, her bringing it up, oh, let's get married, April 4th, 26th, whatever it was. Like, all that. Like, I'm happy she talked to Liv about that, so Liv could tell her, you need to talk to him. Like, because she basically admitted she is ready, for the most part. She said she is ready. She just doesn't want to worry him because of everything she's gone through and how, like, not up and down, but she's been kind of back and forth with, not really, actually, it was just one time she kind of, like, well, yeah, she wanted to wait, then she wanted to wait, and then, like, surprise wedding, because she was kind of all over the place, which made complete sense, because she was not, like, really mentally okay, because therapy's working for her now, she's ready, and I'm just happy they actually talk, 'cause I was worried, like, I was like, are they not gonna talk about it this episode? Like, they just need, like, I get why both of them didn't want to say anything, but they just needed to talk and say both sides of how they're feeling, because Jordan didn't want to rush her, Layla didn't want to freak him out about how she's feeling, but it's like, they're in a good place, especially Layla. Like, Layla, therapy's working, the meds are back on, like, she's doing better with that, because of the lounge, she's not as stressed, and so she's ready to go. Like, their scene on the, like, stairs, like, almost made me cry, because it reminded me of the prom dance of a prom. It was, like, the beginning, and it was the moment I realized that they were gonna make Jordan a thing, which, that was actually, like, the moment I really started shipping them. I kind of saw it before, like, in season 3, I kind of saw something, kind of, but I saw some chemistry, but I just didn't think it was going to become a thing because of Simone. But then, I had a feeling Jordan and Simone were going to break up after the pilot, or backdoor pilot for Homecoming. So then I was like, okay, but I didn't think anything about Jordan and Layla until, of course, episode 7, and that's when I was, like, prom. That's when I was like, okay, like, that was it for me. And, like, them kind of paralleling that in a way, like, her coming down the stairs, him standing there, just reminded me of it. It made me want to cry, because, like, it's the beginning, and they're getting married. Like, what the fuck? If you told me back in 2021, when I watched episode 7, that they were going to be getting married in 2 seasons, or in, like, 2 seasons, I would not believe you. Which I would be like, you're fucking joking. Like, there's no way. Like, and also, if you told me back then Billy was gonna die, I would die. I would, like, not believe you either. So it's like, it's so insane to think about how far they've come. Like, I would say it hasn't really been short. It's been 2 seasons. I mean, it's like, I know a lot of people thought they got engaged too soon, but then as one who's watched One Tree Hill, like, if I'm not gonna say anything, but really to spoil, but if you know, you know. A specific couple got married after, like, a fucking season. So it's like, also it's like, and I'm not shading, for people who know what I'm talking about, I'm not shading or anything, because they are my favorite chip of all time. Let's not get it twisted. But it's like, as someone who's watched that, Jordan and Layla, it's not too soon. It was not. Especially because they waited, like, a year and a half, a little bit longer, I think, to actually get married. Like, unlike in One Tree Hill, because, like, here's the thing, Jordan and Layla, they've known each other basically their whole lives, like, childhood friends. Like, she was best friends with his twin, and has been since they were children. So they've known each other forever. With One Tree Hill, they kind of hated each other in a way, because he was kind of a dick. And, like, it was recent. Like, they kind of knew each other. Actually, she knew he existed, I think. I assume. He didn't really know. And it was, like, a couple months. Like, they were dating Like, it wasn't. Okay, so it was different, obviously. But it's like, they at least knew each other for longer, you know? So it's not too soon. At least I don't think. And again, I'm not shading One Tree Hill and that specific ship because I adore them more than anything on the planet. And they changed my life for the better. And also ruined my life for the better. If you have not watched One Tree Hill, highly recommend. Unless you get really emotionally attached to characters and it ruins your mental health, then wait. Because when I tell you, it fucked me up completely. Specifically that ship. I mean it. I cried almost every episode during the second half of season 2. Not almost, I did. It was a disaster. But anyways, I'm just grateful Jordala had not put me through that, because those damn theories about them getting, or not get, I was about to say getting divorced. Not yet. Breaking up this season had me stressed beyond, because like I knew they were gonna have issues this season in some way, because like with teen dramas, you always have like one of the main ships or like big ships have issues at some point and have some drama. Like that's what they do. And like, yeah, Jordala had some issues like getting together and like at the beginning, but for the most part they were fine. Like they didn't have anything big. So I was expecting something great. I was expecting something big. Low-key expected a breakup. Very happy I was wrong. But there was a point that like something got leaked. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, break up. And it was their thing, or their dialogue in episode 8, where her saying something about breaking up with his coach or something. It was something like that. Something got leaked, and I don't think it was the full thing. It was just bits and pieces. And so everyone was like, oh my gosh, they're breaking up. Thankfully, they were wrong, because when I saw that, I didn't see the actual script or like whatever got leaked. I just heard people talking about it. I was like, oh my gosh, like we're fucked. Because like I was so worried going into the season, because I thought Jordala was gonna ruin my fucking life, and they did, but in other ways, in all good ways. I thought they were gonna ruin my life by breaking up. I really did. But like then I think it was like episode 4 or something, I realized like they were gonna be fine, or there was a point I realized like they're fine. Like Jordan is such a good boyfriend. Like he's kind of like they're having their issues, but they're gonna work it out. You know, like I kept having to tell my therapist that, because she was so convinced they were breaking up, and she was worried about it because she also likes them. So she kept coming to me. She kept bringing it up in our session. She was like, so like, do you think they're gonna break up? Because I'm having a bad feeling. I was like, no. Or at least I said no, because I didn't want to think about it. Like, I was in denial, like, for a couple of episodes about Spolivia and Jordala, like, when they were having issues. I was in such denial about it. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna tell myself they're gonna be fine, because I cannot deal with it. Like, I literally kept telling myself, like, oh, yeah, they're gonna be fine. Like, yeah, you know, like, they'll work it out. Everything's gonna be okay. Just because I could not. Like, imagine if Jordala broke up in, like, this season, because then that would be the last season of them. Like, I'm just so happy they didn't, with this being their final season, or at least we think. It's like, we're getting a wedding. Like, in there's fucking stair scene, like I said, like, the parallels to prom were perfect. And just the way they talk to each other, and, like, they look at each other, and, like, them saying, not the vows, but saying I, Jordan Baker, I, Lila Keating, like Mrs. Jordan Baker, like, are you kidding? And her saying, I want to be your wife. And, like, her basically telling him, like, I'm ready, like, I want to do this, there's no backing out. And, like, the way he was checking in on her before, like, she pressed send, just to make sure this is what she really, really wanted, and she wasn't just, like, having one of her moments that she did in episode, 9, where she like was freaking out at one point and like decided to do it, and she's ready. I cannot believe we're actually like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die. Like I said on here, I think last episode when I do episode 15, it's gonna be a disaster, which it will be. I would be crying probably during that, but episode 13 might be even more chaotic, so I'm gonna be such a mess. Like, I just cannot believe this is it. We're gonna see a wedding, and we better see everything. I'm sorry. I need everything. I need content. I need them leading up to the wedding. I need to see her walk down the aisle. Like, I need it. I need it so badly. Like, oh my gosh. I'm freaking out. Like, this was such a good episode for ships. It's like, they were everything. And, like, literally everything. Like, perfection. Bolivia, incredible. Like, they were so cute. Like, yeah, we didn't get as much of them as we did Jordan. Actually, no, we got, like, we didn't get as much of them as I want, but the ending of him acting out, like, Romeo and Juliet for her, and then them kissing, made up for it. It was perfect. And, like, I wish this whole episode was just, honestly, the core four helping with Romeo and Juliet, even though I didn't care for, like, the new characters. I love the core four, and, like, all their scenes together were so good, and it's like, we've been missing out. Like, it was so comedic. Like, I was having a good-ass time. Like, the way they all got mad. Poor Jordan for, picking the wrong day, or scheduling the wrong day, which, honestly, like, I feel like I accidentally would have done the same thing. Like, it's okay. Like, the poor guy. Like, it's not his fault. It's just, and then, like, Jordan, Layla talking about killing Jordan, and Liv saying she would help, and then Bolivia helping Jordala and, like, trying to get them to talk. Like, that scene of them in the hallway before Layla talked to Amina, and that kind of got her thinking she's really ready to get married. Like, when, like, they were gonna talk about, or we thought they were gonna talk about the email, but they didn't. That was so fucking awkward, and I lived for it. Like, the way Spencer and Liv were walking out, and then Liv just shoved him back in and was like, no, and they were, like, watching everything. It's like, this is what I needed. Like, where is this? Like, how do you think I'm gonna survive without them? Like, we should have gotten so much more of them. So much more. Like, they were, like, all those, like, they were so cute this episode. And the same with Asher and Jamie. Like, I was living for them this episode. Like, I was so upset about the, like I said, the trip, because I wanted to see them with, like, the others. Like, I love Jamie, and I love her and Asher's relationship, and I want to see more of all the ships together. You know, I do, and it's like, I was really enjoying the Jamie and Asher, because we haven't really gotten, like, romantic scenes with them. Like, we have, but most of their scenes involve AJ, which of course makes sense, because that is their storyline this season together. It's, like, Asher's job, Jamie's job, and, like, them handling a new baby. It's like, yeah, like, I completely understand it. Like, I'm happy we got to see more of them and see them kind of, like, that they're struggling, because, you know, after you have a baby, it's like, sometimes the spark not dies, but, like, you have issues, like, finding it, and, like, it's hard. I wouldn't know, because obviously I have not had a child, and I'm not even in a relationship, never have been, and I don't want to have kids, so, like, I don't really, like, I've never experienced it, but I know from, like, people talking, I've heard people talk about it. I don't know who I've heard, but I know I've heard people talk about it. It's just, like, hard. And so I'm happy, like, Liv, or Ash showed up at school, and Liv talked to him about how her and Spence had that kind of issue at one point. Not that they lost the spark, but it's just, there was a lot going on, and they were having trouble, and she's just like, you need to, like, just, I don't remember what she said, but she gave some really good ass advice, just saying you need to, like, really date one another, and, like not start over, but, like get deeper or something. I don't even remember what she said, but, like, I'm excited to see how, like, next episode how they do, or some whatever, even though it is draft next episode, and I mainly want that. Like, I would like to see some of Jordan, Jamie and Asher, but, like, the ending was so cute of, like, because, yeah, they know about each other, obviously, because they've been together for a while, like, over a year, but they don't know, or, like, 2 years, they don't know, like, everything, because they weren't rushed into it, but they got together, but had a baby pretty soon, like, less than a year after they got together, or, like, they got pregnant, so, like, it was a lot, and so I'm happy, like, he, like, did that romantic dinner, because he, like, realized they couldn't talk about anything other than Jamie, which, like, yeah, Jamie is their life, but you need to find, not a boundary, but, like, a place in between, like, talk about Jamie, but also, like not, and, like, you don't have to talk about him to connect. Like, the question, I think him having, like, some questions, like, that they've never answered, like, some hard-hitting questions is a good idea. And I think that's going to help them grow. And I'm excited to see how, like, their story ends. Because, like, even though we don't know for sure if Jordan and Layla aren't returning, even though we assume from what Michael said, we know for a fact Jamie and Asher aren't coming back, which makes me sad. But I'm excited to see, like, how they progress in the last few episodes. I don't know. I'm excited because I really liked them, and I liked how, like, we saw them have, like, that like, sort of, like issue. I was gonna say something else, another word, but, like, conflict. That was what I was looking for. Because I think at the beginning of the season that I expected some drama with them in a way. This isn't really drama, but it's, like, something that happens, and it's normal when you have kids. So I'm happy they put that in. The ships were shipping this season. Yeah, this season. But this episode, like, my gosh. Like, honestly, Coop and Patience were kind of cute at the end of it as well. Like, do I appreciate what Coop did? Not really, because it kind of is wrong. Like, Coop, when Laura finds out what Coop did, she's probably going to not be able to become, oh shit. She's probably not going to be able to become a lawyer anymore, right? Like, of course I'm happy Miko is going to jail. Like, everything's fine. She took the plea deal. But Coop showing up at the place and getting someone to pretend to be Jessina, the other girl Miko stalked, his boyfriend, to come because he doesn't have an NDA and, like, knows about it and threatened to have him talk about it. Insane. Like, that, like, yeah, I appreciate it because I wanted Miko to go to jail, but that's so fucked up, and, like, that's really going to cost you, like, your career. Like, yes, it's not illegal, it isn't, but it's still fucked up, you know? Like, yeah, I'm happy, like I said, I'm happy Miko went to jail, like, I wanted her to, but it's like, I get Coop wanted to protect Patience, like, she loves her, that's her girlfriend, but she needs to realize that, like, yes, like I said, she loves her, but she needs to focus on her job too and not put her career in jeopardy for her. Like, yeah, I get you want to protect her, but there were other ways to do it. Like, yeah, Miko's probably going to run free, which isn't great, but it's just, doing that is messed up, because what if they find her actual boyfriend and he doesn't know anything about it, or he didn't, like, he says he didn't do it and he wasn't there. It's like, what if they find that out? And I feel like that's going to become, like, an issue, not next episode, I hope, at least, but, like, or episode 13, but, like, eventually, I feel like Laura's gonna find out, because even Patience asked her, did you do anything illegal? And she said, not necessarily. But, like, I wish Patience said, like, it was wrong. Like, yes, I get she's grateful that Coop helped her, which I would be too. But I wish she said it was wrong. Like, it's fucked up. Like, I don't care. Like, yeah, the justice system is fucked up, 100%. But I'm mad because that's going to probably cost Coop her career. And I loved her character arc and, like, development from, like, the past 2 seasons. Like, she's grown so much. And I was happy she was going to become a lawyer, because I think that's such a good thing for her. And it just shows her growth. She's going to fuck it up. Like, yes, I'm grateful she didn't kill anyone and get back to the gang stuff, but it still pisses me off. And I honestly am shocked that, like, the Miko storyline is technically, I mean, at least I think, okay, actually, technically it's probably not over because of what Coop did, but, like, for the trial part is over. I'm honestly shocked, because I thought it was going to go on until the finale, which it makes sense now because they thought they were initially going to end with episode 13, so it makes sense them wrapping it up, so, like, the wedding and Spencer's draft could be, like, the last few episodes, so I'm happy about that, but I thought it was going to be more. And I feel like the ending for Coop and Patience, they're going to end up together 100%. Like, I've been saying that since, like, a while. Actually, I was gonna say since blah blah blah. Don't remember when I said that, but like I know, or like when, but like I've been saying it. Like they're gonna end up together 100%. But like I feel like maybe they're going to move to New York. I don't know, because with Patience saying that, like the only place she felt safe was New York, and if Miko gets out, that's where she's gonna move to. Like yeah, Miko's in jail, but I feel like because they're all moving in different directions and like they're gonna leave. At least I feel like Coop might be in next season just because it makes sense with the Crenshaw thing. But I feel like Patience is gonna go to New York and like do music, like continue to do music, because she said like when she went in the studio she felt good and she's ready to go. And so I feel like maybe that's gonna be her ending, moving to New York, maybe with Coop. I don't know. I feel like that would be a good ending for her. I assume. I mean, because I feel like Coop might still be in the new season. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't know. And then speaking of ships, we had, or not really ships, but like dating. We had Laura go on our first date, which I'm honestly really happy about. I was wondering if they were going to do it this season. Like I've been wondering from the beginning of season 6, like if they were going to have her go out on a date, especially when they had her set up the dating profile when GW and her mom did it. I was like, okay, yes, like, we're, like, okay, it might become a thing, but then they kind of went past it, so I was like, okay, maybe not, but, like, I'm happy she is, like, yeah, it's hard for me to see her with anyone but Billy, because, like, they were so in love, and they were so fucking cute. It's like, I'm happy she's healing, and if this is what she wants to do, and, like, she's ready, I'm 100% down for it. Like, that guy seemed really nice, and I liked how Denise and Grace were helping her and like trying to get her like ready to go, because she obviously, like she said when she got them to show up, because she was not doing well and like didn't know what she was doing on the date, like she knew who she was with, Billy, and like it was easy. Like this, like it's a new person, she doesn't know what she's doing, but the guy seemed really nice, he was attractive, so I think like maybe this is just gonna be a fling for her, maybe they're gonna start dating. I don't really know, but I'm here for this new storyline for her, you know? I'm here for it. I think it's good. Like, yeah, sometimes, like after, like, your significant other dies, like, either you don't date or you take some time and then do, but, like, it's not the same. Or, like, you do for a bit, but then realizes, like, you can't do it because it's never going to be the same. I feel like that might be the case with her, or she's going to find love. And even though it's not going to be the same as, like, her and Billy, because nothing will be, she's still going to go out there. I'm just happy she put herself out there, because, I mean, she deserves to be happy. And, like I said, if this is what she wants to do, and she's ready for it, I think it's good. Like, I don't know if we're going to see this guy again. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. It's just, I guess we'll see, but I liked seeing that. I thought this episode, for the most part, I mean, was good. It was fun. I had a good time. I mean, yes, the new generation thing kind of pissed me off just because I feel it's like really is the end of it, and I'm not 100% with that idea, or literally at all, but it was a good episode. I feel like it was a good kind of filler episode and like a little fun one before we get into the draft, which is the next episode, which I'm so excited for. Liv better be at the draft, because we haven't seen any pictures of her. I assume she is going to be there, but she wasn't in the stills, so maybe they're hiding her outfit. I'm hoping, because I need her there. I'm just excited to see who gets, when he gets drafted, Darnell, if he gets drafted, and maybe even Wade. Like, I don't care for Wade, but I want to know if he gets drafted. So we get that, which I'm excited for, because this really is, like, that it's the next step, and we're really going to see Spencer close out his college football career and get into the big leagues. And then episode 13, the wedding, which, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm just so excited for it, like, oh my gosh. And then after that, who knows what's gonna happen, because I feel like we're gonna get we're getting stills for the wedding soon, which I'm hyped for, but what's it called? The synopsis. We haven't gotten the synopsis yet, of course, for episode 14 or 15, which I assume this week we're going to get one for episode 14 from, like, the way they're dropping. So we'll get answers then, because after this, we don't know anything. Because 13 was the initial ending. So, or was before they added. So I guess we'll see. But I think I'm going to end the episode now. I think. Not I think. I'm going to. But thank you so much for listening. I don't know what else to say. So I'll see you guys next week for episode 12, aka Draft Day.